We were gonna do the blind snack test, but we don't have your wife now.
We can still do it.
Your wife has left us.
It's the 4th of July special.
You see that? For those of you guys who don't know, this is Ben Sweet. He is a local musician. He is also related to me.
It's not easy to be Adam's brother because he's got all this popularity on YouTube and
That's now I look cool. This is the 4th of July special. Are you worried? There's actually 6 animes you have started and not finished.
I don't believe it.
Here's what we're gonna do. Just like lightning fast review every anime that you haven't finished. I'm gonna set a timer. We'll get 17 seconds to review every anime you haven't finished. Ready, set. Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works.
Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works is a beautiful show. It's about heart. It's about character. It's about competition. Good
Rating out of
arcs.
10. Rating out of 10.
I give it a 7.
I'm gonna say we gotta go even faster. 13 seconds. Gargantia.
Oh man, I really didn't watch that one. I watched like 3 episodes. It's a love story. It's a different type of anime that I haven't seen lots of. There's a good relationship between people. It's like a 5, but 5 is average. Adam's been talking to me about
Akame ga Kill.
Akame ga Kill is a really good show. The guy's got like the long hair, and like it's kind of like the bad guys are the good guys. Like a lot of these anime plots, I thought it was really good. I would give it a 7 out of 10.
7 Deadly Sins.
7 Deadly Sins we've been watching recently, and it's kind of one of the similar things. 7 Deadly Sins, those guys are the bad guys framed, but they're actually kind of good guys. There's a lot of this, but I would give it like a 7 or an 8.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul, what a good show. I can't watch that with my wife. She doesn't like surprises. She doesn't like scary things.
7 seconds.
But it is very, very well written. I do enjoy it. I would give it an 8.3.
And that concludes this segment called Ben Reviews Animes that he hasn't finished.
My wife's name is Lauren.
Now it's time to try a snack that is from a market not America. It's time to try some culturally ambiguous snacks.
But yeah.
We got a sashimi grade octopus tentacle.
Oh boy, look at that. This looks a little intimidating. Take a bite.
It's not that I don't like it, it's that the idea of it, but the flavor's fine. You're at a classy Japanese restaurant.
Texture thing. It actually tastes really good. Like maybe if it didn't have the texture, or if it was just a piece of like the white interior, it almost feels like without bone, it would be like biting through your finger.
Out of 10, give it a score. Octopus sushi, 6 out of 10. Because octopus doesn't taste like anything.
In this form, 4. You just want to be like me, don't you? We're kind of like the muscle twins, but we don't have as many muscles.
Yeah, we work out.
Have you ever... Show me what's next.
Everyone, you know what time it is. It's summertime. So last time Ben and I were together for the summer, we made Summer with No TV.
I know Zelda never made me sneeze.
Oh, koalas have syphilis, I think.
Let's show a picture of a koala for my wife.
We're gonna do a head-to-head competition for the best summer video games to play between 2001 and 2006. So for me, Star Wars Battlefront 2, it's a good kind of couple friends over, sit on the couch, you do a little combating. What are your thoughts on Star Wars Battlefront 2?
Star Wars Battlefront 2 is a fun game. You don't get to spend enough time being a Jedi.
There's a game mode where you can just be a Jedi. All right, Super Smash Bros. Melee. It's so fun. Everyone likes it. Regarded as one of the best Smash Bros. Games up until the most recent one. I would argue it's still pretty dang good.
It was just such a fun game.
What a fun game. All right, so between these two, what do you think is the better game? Star Wars Battlefront 2 or Super Smash Bros. Melee? 3. Super Smash Bros. Melee. Wow, good one. They're both amazing. We're not discrediting either one. This is our opinion. Do not get upset. You can think different, and we respect that. Please don't attack me. My favorite game of all time is Kingdom Hearts 2, and for that reason, I had to leave it off the list. But where would we could not have Kingdom Hearts 2 without its predecessor, Kingdom Hearts 1. We both played Breath of the Wild, and we're like, but where would that be without Ocarina of Time?
The soundtrack was amazing. The adventures that it took you on were amazing. You didn't want to stop playing it.
Kingdom Hearts 1 is still very fun. I would say it's a little bit dated at this point. If you went back to experience it for the first time, like now, I don't know if it would be perceived as well.
These are my 2 favorite video games of all time, and Ocarina of Time is, again, great soundtrack, great story.
I watched you play it a lot, and that probably spawned so many nightmares for me. It is a scary game. I tried to replay it recently, and I don't know how people like you would have played this without a guide, because I couldn't figure out the dungeons. However, the soundtrack is one of my favorites of all time, and as a dungeon master, I use it quite dang frequently, and every time I do, everyone's like, is that the song from Ocarina of Time? Now, but between these 2 incredible story-driven games, what is the better game? One,
Zelda Ocarina of Time. I think for me, Ocarina of Time was a game that I played first.
For me, Ocarina of Time is like sitting in your baby crib, but now it fits you and you're so comfortable and you're wrapped up in its warmth. And then all of a sudden, a demon jumps at you and he's looking down over the railing and he's shaking it. And then you're like, oh my gosh, how do I escape this nightmare? And that's how I felt playing it. Versus Kingdom Hearts, where I feel like I fell asleep and now my dream is more real than reality and I don't want to wake up.
No contest.
The next game, Lego Star Wars versus Pokemon Fire Red. Lego Star Wars for me is something that my sister wanted me to play with her a lot, and there's a lot of puzzles, and it's cute. I went back and played it again with my roommate freshman year of college. We got kind of bored. For me, Lego Star Wars feels like chores. I personally am not as into that game.
The only point in that game that I really, really liked was as soon as I got Darth Maul.
In my experience, it's something that I did not get bored of. Almost like a little digital family that you train, you grow with, you kill things with them, and there's something magical about that.
We had the Game Boy Advance, like the Wiggle tool. And then you could trade Pokemon with each other. Rating, one at a time. We each had all of the starter Pokemon.
Can you summarize that in like 10 seconds so I can include it?
There was this wireless game at you to triple, and me and Mike would draw different so that we all started with all 3 starter Pokemon.
It's about the same length.
Even though it felt kind of like a grind, you enjoyed the process.
So between these 2 games, I think we know what our victor is, but let's just say it on the count of 1. Pokemon Fire Red. It's Pokemon Fire Red. Last one, Mario Strikers versus Mario Kart Double Dash. One of them is a fun little soccer game, and instead of playing the game like a person who wants to have friends, you can just keep on kicking everyone until they're all beat up to the point where they can't play soccer anymore, and that's a fun feature to include. What are your thoughts on Mario Strikers really fast?
Mario Strikers was really fun unless you played it with somebody who was not good at it, and then it was a very stressful game.
Because they get really upset that you kick them. Mario Kart Double Dash. You can have someone riding in the back of your car. They can throw your items for you. Some of the best maps, cute graphics. I sold it to GameStop for 3 cents. It's probably worth $800 now.
Mario Double Dash is a great game. I always made my sister play as the person who was throwing the items on the back of my cart.
Mario Kart Double Dash. So there's a show called My Hero Academia, and in that show they had these fish cakes called taiyaki. It's basically waffles. And so I went to a Japanese market today and I thought I got what was in the movie. However, I think it has ice cream in it. It's completely melted. This is how it's supposed to be. I think it's like an ice cream sandwich. Oh no. It's been sitting out since we started this like 8 hours ago. It was called Samanko. I don't know how it's pronounced. I am not Japanese. It's amazing. It's filled with ice cream and like a strawberry syrup, it says, but it's really like a jelly.
I thought it was delicious.
Now back to the show.
So now we have the victors of each category. Favorite single player game, favorite party game. For favorite party game, is it Smash Bros. Melee or is it Mario Kart Double Dash? If it's about personal enjoyment, Smash Bros. Melee. But I think a lot more people will be like, Mario Kart, because I don't have time for gaming. I have to watch Riverdale.
I'm a weirdo. I don't fit in, and I don't want to fit in.
Or you might be a really cool person and like Mario Kart. I'm not assuming anything about you based on your preferences. I am making a joke. Don't cancel me. So then it comes down to best single player experience if you were to pick it up in 2020 with no nostalgia or backing. Zelda Ocarina of Time, Kingdom Hearts 1, or Pokemon Fire Red. I think it fits this generation really well because it's something you can do while you're multitasking. So maybe you're playing Pokemon Fire Red, but maybe you're also watching The Office.
Ocarina of Time is super intense.
It's not intuitive.
And it's fun, but it's a like hard work game. Kingdom Hearts 1, you could play it as a little kid who's just enjoying that you get to be on a team with Donald Duck and Goofy.
Or you could be a 40-year-old speedrunner and play it on the hardest difficulty in under 3 hours.
Can I have one more chocolate? Kingdom Hearts is probably the best one-player game at any age. You can get invested in the storyline, and you can enjoy it at a very deep level or a very superficial level and have a good time.
So then our pick for the best single-player 2020 summer video game that was made between 2001 and 2006.
Kingdom Hearts 1. I guess we are brothers.
No. I'm getting a little sweaty. Pocari sweat? Let's just both drink it and then I'll tell you what it is. It's kind of like jelly propel. Pocari sweat.
It's not that bad. It tastes like the rind of a watermelon.
Pocari sweat is a conditioning water. It's a healthy beverage that smoothly supplies the loss. It's chunky, but the chunks are like gelatin.
I feel like if I knew that it was like really good for me, I would definitely consume it.
You and I are both lactose intolerant, right? So I got us some ice cream candy. Yeah!
Is there a tear in the...
You could probably bite it gently. Yeah! Individually wrapped.
What is this? It looks like a...
It's like caramel.
little mini ice cream cone. That's kind of fun. You can't see it, probably.
Pure vanilla.
Ooh. Doesn't taste like ice cream. It's like an ice cream flavored caramel.
This culture knows how to have fun when you get vanilla bean ice cream at a store and you're like, I don't care what it's gonna do to me later.
And the second you step out of the store, they kind of grab you from around the collar and they fling you on the floor and they
Just slip one of these right in your mouth. And they're like, sweet dreams, princess.
If that's ever happened to you, feel free to email me. My email's provided in the bio of my
Probably
channel.
lactose intolerant.
Oh, it's time for something very special. Wait here.
Today, I will be creating my own tier list.
After my entire creative portfolio from the past 3 years was demolished by my sister,
I thought this was not funny.
Ben, why don't you go on ahead and give you go through these? You know how it is.
S tier. Also S tier. How many can I have in each category?
Have as many as you
I
want.
feel like I want to put a few videos at S tier. I really like that one. You did a great job acting. I just enjoy a lot of S tier. It's just funny for the whole family. I think you did a great job with the music video content, and I can't imagine how long it took. Good metaphor, good analogy, great delivery. It was a great quality video, good content.
If you found yourself being more similar to Benjamin, you might think that this is the tier list to go off of for recommendations. If you find yourself being more like my sister Allison, then look at her tier list, and then I have my own that I made in its own video. So I guess, in summation, I don't know what you did for 4th of July, but this is what we did. And so leave a like on the video, maybe subscribe, maybe tell your friends. And as always, have a good one.